Any stories they want to share about their dad? Please come on up right now.
All right. Any particular order?
And not in any order.
All right, I'll go first. I love the pictures. Okay, well, good morning again and again. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And as Pastor Pat mentioned earlier, what an awesome thing to ultimately celebrate our Heavenly Father.
Amen.
Well, the story I'd like to share about my father, my earthly father, is we were talking in our meeting, our women's group a few weeks ago, when we did the thing about who you are, and I think I selected myself as the drinks. So I was pondering what story I was going to come up with, and I was relating a lot of it to my father. He's a drink too. I said, he would be in that same category. He would be a drink. He can go up, go down, go all in between, and fit in just like he was just right there. And the word that I came up with was cool. I have a cool dad. It's not over the top. It's not too much. It's not just cool. It's just real. He just glides in.
Amen.
So the story I thought of is everything he does, he makes it look real inviting and interesting. And so I don't care what it is. So the one I thought of is we're in Harbor City and he's getting ready to go out and he's getting dressed and he's shaving. So he's got that stinky can of Magic Shave and that butter knife, and he's standing there and he's whistling and he's singing and he's talking. And not only is it inviting to look at, he pulls you in and then he gives you a step-by-step, like a tutorial almost of what he's doing. He said, well, first you do it like that. And he's doing it now, and he puts the stinky stuff, so I'm standing there looking, and it stinks to all heaven. And I'm like, man. And then it had a perfect name, Magic Shave, because he put that stuff on, them little beads, and he smoothed it on, and then he took the knife, and he was doing this, and it was coming right off, and I'm just looking like, man. He said, see, I said, so if you put that on anywhere, he said, yeah, take it all out. I said, oh, and he just went and he got the money trimmed out. He said, damn, and he took his little hand, so I'm just looking, and he's, as I said, giving me a tutorial of every step of the way. This is how you do it, this is what it's for. And I said, well, why does it stink? And I don't know what he told me about that, but and then he whistled, and he cleaned his little stuff up and slid on out of there. And I just watched from beginning to end, but again, the word I came up with was just cool. He's just so cool with everything he does. And very inviting, very warm, and don't meet any strangers. And everywhere he can just really get in there and mix it up. And I thought that was
okay.
So happy Father's Day, Mr. Cool.
He's got a cool shirt on.
He's got a cool
Amen.
All right, well, let me turn this off. Mr. Cool at the top. Oh, you want to turn it on? Why? Just turn it off. Just click this thing on. That's all right. I just do it like that. Anyway, well, my story about my dear old dad is a little different. I wouldn't say he was cool, but as far as I'm concerned, he was my protector. This little man, I felt that he was 10 feet tall, and I always felt just so protected by him. So I have this story, but I hate to put my brother out there, but it does involve him. So when we were young in Arkansas, we picked cotton with our mom. And so my father worked in the sawmills, and so on this Friday, every Friday, we got a chance to stop at the store, the little neighborhood store, and we would get a dime to spend. And so as we pulled up to the thing, in this truck and looking just like slaves, just like the movies. And so we go in, this white lady, they getting us everything. And so my mother gave everybody a dime, but my brother Paul, he was doling out the money, and he gave me a nickel, and he told me that nickel was bigger. I could buy more things with it. But I knew that wasn't right. cotton and pick cotton all day. And I said, Mama, Bill, we called him Bill. Bill didn't give me money. He gave me a nickel. He didn't give me a dime. And she just looked at me. She said, oh, sit your ass. And so I just kept crying. And by the time we got home, my daddy was sitting on the steps, just waiting for us, because he got home a little early, sitting on the steps. And I jumped out of that cotton truck and I ran to him and said, and you know how everybody knows him, he's like, what's going on? Like, what's wrong with you? And I'm just, Daddy, Bill. And he said, stop and tell me what's going on. I said, I told him the story that Bill gave me a nickel and everybody else got a dime. And he knew Paul had taken my other, and he made Paul give me his stuff. So that was the beginning that I can remember, my first memory of his protection. And it was so many more stories of that. As he told my husband, I'm not giving her to you, I'm loaning her. And if you don't treat her right or feel like she can't satisfy you, bring her back. So I love that about my dad. He was a protector. And I think every woman desires and needs that. Amen?
Amen.
Amen.
I don't know that, baby.
It wasn't done to you, I
I'm serious, I don't remember that.
remember. You don't, but you felt bad.
You told me that story
No,
many
you
times.
you give
That
me
was
those
so
good
funny.
goodwill, that girl, and I felt bad because he was taking your stuff now and giving it to me, so it wasn't even good for me.
Oh, stuff
I
that
think
I
you had
bought?
bought a honey bun, and everybody else bought. You get a dime, you could buy stuff. I think I bought a nickel's worth of something, but I said, he says it was big, and Daddy knew right away. I didn't have to continue. And then he looked at my mother, looked at Mama like, what did you? And I told Mama. I told on everybody. I told her so.
Polly had crackers
And he
everywhere.
looked at her like wanted to snatch her. That was my daddy, baby. I felt safe with that man.
My father was that too, but the thing that always got me about my father is telling stories. And he was a great stories, although you may have heard the story 100 times, but when he tells it, you just sit there like it's the first time. But this one particular story he told me, and that really got me because my father and his brothers were hard-working men. And he said when they was younger, they went to work, and they went to work out on this road gang. And it paid good money back in the time, especially down in Arkansas. So him and his brother went to work, and so they was digging ditches and hauling bricks, and they was doing all kind of stuff. And so they had worked there for 3 days, and I mean they worked them like they was slaves. And the man thought they was doing a real good job, but they turned and looked at each other and they said, "This is it. We've had enough." So they threw down their tools, went up to the man and said, "That's it. We quit. We finished." And they said, "Well, okay, if you boys don't want to stay on, then you go on up there and get your pay." "No, that's all right. Keep it." "You can have it. We out of here." And that story really resonated with me because anybody know my father, what he is about a dollar. And he's a hard-working man, but they worked him so hard that he didn't even want his money. And that was the thing that always sticks with me.
Gosh.
Anybody else?